Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing the Sharpie challenge. I don't really know what that means. I guess you just use Sharpies to make art. I don't know. That's what I'm going to do. And this is a set I got at Walmart. Yeah, it looks pretty. I was never going to do a Sharpie video. People would request it and I was like, nah. Then I saw this at Walmart and I was like, I need that. So we're going to do some Sharpie art. Pizza. So it looks like we have 2 of every color. There's an ultra fine tip and fine tip ones. Cool. Then it comes with a couple coloring pages. Okay, they're the same coloring pages. There's 3, 4, what? Yeah, 3. But yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to color the same thing 3 times. I'm not gonna use this though. I want to make my own picture. Yes. So I decided that since it's the Sharpie challenge, I should be using a Sharpie to ink the drawing. So that's what I did. I used one of the ultra fine point ones that came in the pack to do the outlines in black. Yeah, that rhymes. And it kind of works out because Sharpies don't blend with each other. If they did, then I would not be able to use a Sharpie to outline my Sharpies, right? So that worked out in that sense for the line art. But that creates a whole new struggle because if the Sharpies don't blend with each other, then I can't blend them with each other. Also with the line art, the line was quite thick, even though the Sharpie was super fine point. The ink really bled. You can probably get actual Sharpie liners, maybe, that aren't considered markers. I don't know, but this one bled a lot, even when I did the lightest touch on the paper. So the lines are quite thick and a little bit messy. You probably can't tell, but when you look at it up close, they're not very nice lines, but it still did the trick. It just wasn't the nicest. Then here I am coloring her hair, which was kind of the test, I guess, at one point, because I did the star and I did some stippling. That was one test. And the hair, I was doing my usual flicking motions to try to get a hair texture, but because these aren't the brush tip Sharpies, they didn't have a nice taper to the ends. And I haven't even tried brush tip Sharpies, so I don't know how good they are compared to Copic brush nibs, but yeah, so I just struggled a little bit with the hair because of that. And then I moved on to doing the background. I just colored the entire background black because she's in outer space, and unfortunately the color wasn't very smooth. It was quite patchy because you can get smooth color with Sharpies. I achieved that in smaller areas like some of the stars, but the background was just too big. It took quite a while to color. This part is sped up twice as fast as the rest of the video. I wanted to keep the woman really pale, so I only shaded in a bit of pink on her joints and cheeks, stuff like that, so that she really pops against the black background. In order to get color that light, I actually used some rubbing alcohol and a paintbrush. And I discovered this because I was trying to blend my Sharpies on a separate piece of paper. They wouldn't blend, so I tried using rubbing alcohol to see if painting some of that on top would allow it to blend. But it didn't work because once the colors are down on the paper, they don't budge. So I was like, okay, rubbing alcohol doesn't work to blend it. But then I rubbed my paintbrush on a clean part of the paper and I realized that the color transferred onto my brush, but it was lighter. So I thought, oh, this is perfect. I can use this to shade. So what I did is I would scribble some marker on a piece of plastic, and then I would take this little container of rubbing alcohol, dip my paintbrush in it, and then wipe the paintbrush on the plastic to pick up some color, and then go ahead and paint with it. And that's how I was able to blend. So yeah, that's really the only way I was able to do any kind of shading with this, is using that technique. And I know some people will say it's cheating, like, it's a Sharpie challenge, you're not allowed to use anything except Sharpies. I don't know why people get that mentality. They act like they wrote the book on YouTube art challenges, but I'm just using the material to its fullest extent because they're alcohol based and I'm just using more alcohol. It's like adding a little bit of water to your acrylics, or like an acrylic medium. That's not cheating. That's how you use acrylics, right? And so this is just a way I'm using Sharpies, so it's not cheating. I did use some white gouache though to do stars in the sky at the end, like little dots, and a little bit of highlights here and there, so I did do that. But other than that, it is all Sharpie. Sharpies have great vibrant colors, but honestly I wish there were some less vibrant colors, because I felt like it was pretty limiting when you're stuck to like a rainbow pack, even though, you know, some colors looked like they might have been more pastel, but they weren't really. So yeah, but alas, that is the point of it. It's called a Sharpie challenge for a reason. It was really fun though, so I'm glad I did it. And there's a coloring page available for this. It's a censored version though, like she's not naked. She has clothes that I photoshopped on her instead. So if you'd like to color this, it is on my website. I just wanted it to be a little more kid-friendly, so that's why I put clothes on her. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.